All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now officially live with our new Staffmark podcast series. This is our official fourth one. And we have a very special guest here today, which I'll get right into introducing here in just a minute. But I wanted to give everybody just a chance to realize that we're live. And then once I start seeing the numbers on the side tick up, then we will go ahead and get into it. Ladies, you look beautiful. Both of you look so good.
I usually wear like dark colors. Today I'm feeling the vibe, the energy, the everything
Yes.
that is Friday. So I'm like, let me do
Bright,
some pop of color.
bright and
It looks
positive. Well, you both look
Yeah,
great.
thank
All
you. You as
right. I
well.
see a couple of people have joined us. Just a reminder, too, for those of you that are watching live, if you would like to, if you can't watch the whole thing right now, that's fine. We keep this up so that later on you can watch it on our Facebook page. It'll be up on YouTube and LinkedIn and other places like that. So just follow me for those links. And if you have questions, I won't be able to see them live, but what I'll do is I promise that I'll get back to you at the end once your question has been posted in the comment section. If you have any questions for Whitney, once we're done, just let us know, or myself or Digna. So we will go ahead and get started without further ado. I wanted to introduce a couple of amazing people here with me today. And first, we have Miss Whitney Payton. Now, Whitney, I know that that is your maiden name, so I'll let you introduce us to yourself with your new name now that you've just gotten married, and give us your title as well, and just introduce yourself.
sure. So I am Whitney now Alexander. And
Yay.
yes, thank you for the congratulations. Very exciting. And I am the director of operations for an awesome outdoor cabinet manufacturer.
Yes, Whitney is amazing. She's right here on the Tampa and Riverview line, and she is one of our very, very amazing clients that we have here in Florida. And then we have my right hand man, my sidekick and partner and friend, Miss Digna De Jesus. Digna, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. It's my name is Digna de Jesus. Like Haley said, this is our fourth podcast, and I am so excited to be introducing myself again. But
Yes.
I am the branch manager here at the Plant City Staffmark location, and we're so excited.
Yes, so very excited. So stick around. We're going to talk a little bit about our client. It is a client spotlight. So we just wanted to talk about a little successes that we've had together and just kind of the journey that Whitney has been on and the journey that we've been on together. And we'll go from there. Whitney, I did just want to kick us off and just ask you to tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey at the company.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, ladies, so much for having me. This is awesome. It's my first podcast ever, so excited to be a part of
Oh,
it.
I love that.
Um, I started with the company in January of 2015. So, yes, that means I've been here for 10 years this month.
Wow.
That's
Very
amazing.
proud of, yes, it is amazing. Very proud of all of the things that we as a company have been able to accomplish in those 10 years. I actually interviewed with the company in the middle of 2014 and was offered the position
Mhm.
at the time, and I declined it. The company I was working for at the time made a counter. I decided to stay, but it just always stuck with me, and I felt like this was the right decision to make. So I called the owner and said, "Hey, by any chance, is that role still open?" And sure enough, there
Mhm.
had been some changes in that time, and there was still an opening. So I started in January of 2015 in the role of sales and design. At that time, our sales and design team was three people. So we were still pretty small.
It's grown
I
for
was
sure.
Yes, yes. So I was in that role for almost 5 years, and the company started to grow. and then grow more. And as that happened, more opportunity became available. I held roles like our retail sales manager. I was sales director, and then moved into the director of operations role about a year and a half ago. So I've gone from doing a sales and design, working directly with our customers, helping to build teams and put processes in place here, and now oversee both the sales and design team and then also our production team.
That's amazing, Whitney.
Amazing.
You've worn many, many hats, and you are definitely one of the pivotal leaders that I think that may wherever you're so successful as they are today.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's um, it's so much fun. At the end of the day, it's hard work. I work really hard. I care a lot about the company and the people. And it's been awesome to see us grow. That sales and design team, for example, 10 years ago, that was 3 people. Today is 12 people.
Yeah.
Our production team has grown and changed, and they become something so much better than what we were before. So it's something to be proud of.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. When you started with them, did they share all of this growth that they were, forecasting with the company? Was that what excited you about the opportunity to join a team that was new and that you had, that ability to see it grow?
It's funny you ask that. When I started, I obviously recognized that the company was small, and I interviewed
Yeah.
directly with the owner. He was doing basically all of the hiring at the time, and um, he promised me that the company would be growing. And at the time, we were in a different building than we are now. It was a little less than pleasurable experience to be in that building, and he says we're not going to be in this building forever,
Oh, good.
and we actually moved to the building where we are currently at the end of that year. So he did keep his promise.
He kept
He
it.
did see there was opportunity. So yes, I have seen a lot happen. And it's also kind of amazing for me. I've been in a variety of different roles and worked for a variety of different companies in the past. My degree is in interior design. I did furniture sales and design. I was rep for an architectural materials company, landscape hardscape products. But what's amazing is that doing outdoor cabinets, being in manufacturing, um, you know, being over the design department now, but actively involved in those processes, all of those odd little things that I've done over the years in my professional career have somehow all come together and
Yes,
been the perfect background for what I do now. So
they
It's
really truly have.
amazing.
It worked
What
out
is
for
what would you say that would it's your favorite part of your job?
it's the
Since you
people.
now have worn so many
Yes,
hats.
it's definitely the people. It's our
That's
staff
awesome.
and it's our customers. The staff, they keep me busy. They keep me on my toes. We have people here from all different parts of the country, all different parts of the world, really. Um, and it just we have people who've been here just a short period of time. They may have just joined us in the past few months or in the past year. We have people who've been here 4, 5, 6 years. We have employees who have been here 13 years, 20 years. So everybody, I guess what I enjoy the most about it is everybody has come from somewhere different, but they
Mhm.
all bring a unique perspective. I'm always open to those perspectives. We work together as a team.
yes.
Yes, I guess I'm their boss, but at the end of the day, we work together as a team,
I
and
love
I don't see anybody differently because everybody in this building is just as important as the next. The guys who pack our cabinets out before they go out the door are just as important as the people on the phone with the customers. Those guys packing the cabinets, they're the last ones to see it before it leaves and makes its way to our customers. So, and then our customers, I mean, it at this point, I think with regards to the customers, one of the most rewarding things for me is those customers who I worked with when I started, when I was a sales and design associate for the company. And now maybe they have a new home and they're calling us again to do their
I love
outdoor kitchen, or those contractors or designers who I built relationships early on. And I see their company name or that person's name pop up, and I know that I know and I have confidence in the fact that our team is providing them that same excellent service and that we're delivering them an exceptional product.
That's amazing, Whitney. And it's really something special too to see that whole journey and then to have somebody come back full circle. It's like the best feeling.
It really is. Yeah. I think something really rare today in our world is finding yourself in a place where everything is genuine, it's authentic, and
Mm.
we strive to build a team here of people who are genuine people, and we're very authentic in the way that we present our products and we service our customers. So it's special. It is something special.
We love
Yeah.
it. It's a
Yeah.
perfect segue too into our next question that we have for you, which is if you could give us an example of a possible success story that started with a Staffmark candidate and turned into maybe even a full-time employee.
Yes. We have a dynamic member of our design team. He interviewed with us in May of last year, and we did ultimately, of course, bring him on board as a Staffmark employee to start. When he interviewed for the position, he interviewed in the role of account manager, which is our inside sales people. And that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to do customer service. But sometimes I find people and decide for them that they might be better fit for a different role.
Yes.
Um, so he applied for that role. But when I interviewed him and I saw his resume and I started talking to him, we really needed designers at the time,
Yeah.
and so I kind of gave him, but I gave him both roles. I talked to him about sales. I talked to him about design, because of course as we've grown, we've split sales into one and design into
Right.
a different role. And we do occasionally bring people on board who work in a hybrid position where they manage both sets of responsibilities. So we talked about that a little bit, but I ultimately offered him the position as a designer, and I think he was a little hesitant at first, because he really wanted to, to be in that customer service role. But his background in digital media arts, just customer service, he had a graphics design background, team leadership, those types of things. It fit well overall for the company. So I knew whatever ended up coming of it, he was going to be a great addition. Well, like I said, we brought him in May. We brought him in as a full-time Wherever employee in August of last year. Very grateful that he's still with us.
Yeah.
He is. So what I want to say about him, a couple things. First, I revisited with him after we brought him on as a permanent employee, and I said, are you interested in that customer service role? That inside sales account manager role? And he pretty emphatically said no. he, he actually really likes being on a design team. And
Aw. So you
so,
knew what was best for him in that moment before he knew.
sometimes I don't always get it right. That's for sure. But no, he's been an awesome addition. I'm so happy to have him. Not only is he a great designer for the company, a great team member, he is a fire and forget employee. With his background and the things that he's done, I do ask him to jump in and help with special projects occasionally. And he is someone that I know if I turn that project over to him, he's not only going to complete the project, he's going to go above and beyond. He's going to take initiative. He's going to deliver me something that is professional or looks great, or whatever the end task is. And the other thing is he's always just willing to jump in and help, not just with me, but with the team, with the account managers. He's almost even become like our inside simple IT guy, in that, like, if a printer isn't connecting, he helps with that. So
Jack of all trades.
yes, exactly. So a great find. Something that's fundamental to our company
Yeah.
is teamwork. We're so small, we work so closely with one another, and finding those people who come in and realize that and can be a part of that is awesome. So
Absolutely. We're very proud of that and proud of him and you guys and just the fit that was a perfect little puzzle piece together. So very
yes, for
proud.
sure.
Go for it, Haley.
All right. The next question, Whitney, would you like to mention anything else exciting happening with your company right now that viewers might be able to learn or take advantage of? This is a good opportunity just to give the floor to you and let you tote about your company.
Yeah, I think it's January, right? So I new beginnings. I think the most exciting thing right now going on here is the level of interest that we're seeing so early on in the year for our products. I think more and more people are starting to be aware of and understand the value of having an outdoor kitchen at home,
Mhm.
a new place to gather with friends and family, a new space to take advantage of, even if it's not an outdoor kitchen, if it's just improving an outdoor space with storage and a serving area. But it's remarkable to me. Usually we see interest in our products kind of tick up in late February, March, April, primarily because we service customers all throughout the country every
Right.
day. But even those people who have snow on the ground outside their window right now are calling us and get ready to get started on their project for the spring. So,
Yes, they're
um,
ready.
yeah, just it is. And we are very well positioned to help those customers. We have a amazing staff in place. You know, staffing, I'm sure can be the most challenging part of the job.
Yeah.
So, but with partners like you and you all understanding our business and our culture and helping us to find the right people, we've been very fortunate to get an awesome staff in place, both in sales and design, also in production, to cut the cabinets and get everything built, because everything we do is custom built for the space. Yeah, just we're ready. We're ready for something exciting, and there's just something very promising, I think, about 2025. So I'm excited to see what it brings.
Yes.
I love
Well,
that.
we're very excited for you. We're excited for your team. And if you need us for
Thank you,
anything at all, of course, reach out, Whitney.
ma'am.
Um, I just wanted to thank you really quickly before we conclude for coming on here. Digna, did you want to add anything else before we conclude?
I mean, um, you are one of our favorite clients. I say that absolutely all the time. It's not just because you're in front of us. You and your team are so amazing to work with. The leadership, like you were saying, the leadership staff that you have there are
Yes,
just like top for us. I mean, we
yes,
see so many quality of supervisors and team leaders with our other clients, and I have to congratulate you. You've done an amazing job at being a leader who hires leaders. So it's just amazing to see the culture, what you've been able to assemble within your company. Culture, it's everything, and that is one
yes,
of the key elements when we are staffing for your company. That's a selling point. Um, that's a selling point. Some people would say, "Oh, what are the benefits?" The benefit is the culture. You're going into
Yes.
a warehouse that culture matters for them. How they see people, how they value their employee matters, and that's important in this time. That we are living, where it's so rough. People are just seen as a number, and you don't see it like that. And I have to, bow down to that for you, because you've done an
Yes.
amazing job within your company.
thank you. I'm
Absolutely.
very fortunate to have the staff we have, the management team, the down, every employee. It is amazing what we've been able to create together, and with partners like you who understand that and see that and help us find those right people. It's great. So thank you, ladies, so much.
Yes. Thank you so much again,
Awesome.
Whitney. Digna, great
Yes.
job. And I did just really quick before we head out, I wanted to get a quick plug in for a really cool event that Staffmark is hosting for a ribbon cutting ceremony in Plant City, Florida. Whitney, you and your whole team are invited. It is during the day, but anybody that is willing and able to come, please join us. We have not celebrated our new office, which is in Plant City yet. So we're going to do a ribbon cutting ceremony with the
Yeah.
Plant City Chamber. There's going to be free food and giveaways. And we're just excited to have the community come together and see exactly what we do and who we do it for with great people like Whitney and her team. So if you guys are free and you know of anybody in the area, feel free to invite them. I'll throw the flyer in the comment section here, and give us a like on Facebook, follow us everywhere, and we will see you next month. It will be the 4th Friday of the month, and it will be at 11 a.m. So check us out. It will be the 21st of February at 11 a.m. We'll have a new guest, and we appreciate you guys for watching. Happy Friday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Whitney. Thank you,
you.
Haley.
Have a
Bye,
great
everyone.
Bye-bye.